All right, we got a different setup today. I think we're going, there we go. We're going to go, it's 9 o'clock, so we're going to start. Welcome, happy Friday. You'll never guess where I am. But
the Fireflies.
This is not an April Fool's joke. I am actually broadcasting from the visitors locker room at Seger Park. So excited to be here with the Fireflies. But anyway, happy April Fool's Day. Let's hit a few things and then I'll bring in a special guest. But appreciate y'all being here today. Nothing crazy been going on this week. It has been busy, but not crazy. Just more talks of just the normal Ukrainian talk, China talk, South Korea, just all fun geopolitical games happening this spring. So anyway, we'll keep you posted there. It's nuts. Interesting thing today. I've got a few people ask about gasoline prices and what I thought. And President Biden announced yesterday he's releasing the largest amount of petroleum ever in our reserves, 1 million barrels a day for the next 60 days. That's actually to try to curb, it really is about inflation. It's not about high gas prices. And actually, it's really about midterm elections and not about either one or the other, but whatever. So we get 1 million gallons of barrels, a day released from the U.S. reserves. Just to put it in perspective, U.S. consumption is about 20 million barrels a day. So the thought, I did have to laugh. I wrote this down so I wouldn't misspeak, but we hope to significantly reduce the cost to consumers. And so with releasing 1 million barrels a day, gas prices may go down 10 cents. And at max to 35 cents a gallon. But we're up 60 some, so whatever. That's, again, I go back to my previous statement about midterm elections. Anyway, other big news that was released this morning, U.S. Army is going to shrink number of troops, active duty troops, which is interesting because the only reason they're doing it is they can't find enough recruits. So they were going to reduce it down from 485, which is where the Strategic National Security Plan says the Army needs to be, and they're going to reduce it down to eventually 473 for a temporary measure until they can start building back the recruits. So obviously, when you impact the number of inputs, that's going to directly impact Fort Jackson, since they're the largest initial training base in the country. So we'll have to see what the new levels look like. But we average 55,000 troops come through Fort Jackson every year. So that may be reduced by a few thousand. Anyway, we'll let you know there. Other big news, and it's probably not being released right now, but early indicators say the U.S. jobs grew by 490,000 in the month of March, which is actually a record. It's 11 straight months of over 400,000 jobs created, which is the most since 1939. I find that astounding. Anyway, so we'll see how the market responds to that today. Closer to home, Rich, thanks for covering your team yesterday, but literally had a great turnout. The National Guard, we welcome the Guard is very blessed to be the first National Guard base in the country to get the new Echo class Apache helicopters. I'm not a helicopter aficionado at all, but I will tell you these things are badass. It is unbelievable what the technology these things have. And so we're going to have a squadron of 24 Apache helicopters, of the new ones coming in. They're made by Boeing, and they presented the first few yesterday officially out at McIntyre, which is great. And so what will be guaranteed if we ever get deployed again, when we get deployed again, because of the technology that those new helicopters have, they will probably be some of the first to ship out. So, but anyway, thanks for those troops and what they do for us. Interesting thing we talked about over the last few weeks, we just finished filing period across the state of South Carolina. Usually that's, I call it purgatory, especially during the legislative session. Nothing happens during filing because nobody wants to invite somebody to run against them. But handful of contested races across the state, maybe 5 contested races. Really, most of them are partisan. I mean, so there will be, you'll get somebody from either party, Republican, Democrat, run against Republican, Democrat, and it's done in June in the primaries. But few notable cases of some contested races close by, but not too many. On the county side, we have county elections. We have 5 members of county council open are up for election this November. We got Bill Malinowski has not run again. We talked about Jason Branham is running. Jason, first race, and he's unopposed. So he'll be the new member of county council for the western part of the county. Paul Livingston drew a challenger. Allison Tracio is running unopposed. Joe Walker decided not to run, and there are 2 folks vying for that seat. And our friend Shaquise Newton down in Lower Richland drew a challenger. The former member of county council, Norman Jackson, is running against her. So that's a scratch match, if you will, rematch from 4 years ago. So more to come later on that. Want to highlight more on the local level, both the mayor and Councilman Joe Taylor have sent out multiple social media alerts this week that the city is looking for people that want to serve. And if you have a hankering and want to serve on a board or commission within the city of Columbia, Anna is kind enough, she's going to put it in the chat box right now, but we need your help. We need to fill these boards and commissions, and quite frankly, we need business people on those boards and commissions. We need to level it out a little bit and have some thoughtful dialogue on some of the things that we're doing within the city. So if you have time, or more importantly, if you're part of a larger organization and you know somebody within your organization that has skill sets, let us know. We'd be happy to help. Again, that should be in the chat box with all the city board openings for the board and commissions. All right, more locally, and then how dare I forget? Listen, I should have led with this. We've been talking basketball all season. Only in Columbia, South Carolina, do we lead with women's basketball versus men's basketball, but hallelujah, big game tonight. Pretty astounding to have 3 #1 seeds make it to the Final Four and a #2 seed. Louisville tonight at 7 versus the dominant Gamecocks. I don't want to jinx them, but I will say this. It was awesome to see Alea Boston getting all the kudos this week. Naismith Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and the AP Player of the Year, and Staley winning the Naismith Coach of the Year. So congratulations to them. Really excited about that. And the bigger, just as big tomorrow night, I mean, the grudge match of grudge matches, UNC versus Duke tomorrow night. Go Heels. And don't get me, my sister was a Chapel Hill fan. She's, well, I really want Coach K. And I said, that is absolutely the most Benedict Arnold thing you could ever say if you're a Tar Heel, to say you want Krzyzewski to win. Give me a break. Enough of that. Go to Tar Heels. Also this week, I want to give a shout out, can't read, to my church, First Pres, having their 227th anniversary this weekend. A lot of festivities, but more importantly, they were supposed to have a 225th celebration 2 years ago, but COVID delayed it. So they're having their 225th plus 2 this weekend. But to think about, it was First Pres Columbia was founded when George Washington was president of the United States. That puts it in perspective. So anyway, let's see more on that. Hey, we're sitting in a great place, Seger Park. You know, speaking of history, you know, Columbia has got a ton of history. History for baseball goes back to 1867. And over the years, we've had a number of teams and different organizations, but most notably, Columbia Senators back in 1892. 1904, the Columbia Skyscrapers. Then after a big fire in 1927, they built the Capital City Stadium, and that served its purpose until the 90s or the early 2000s. And then lo and behold, 2014, baseball's back in Columbia. It was announced. They started building this beautiful facility. First pitch, 2016, the same year that Seger Park became the ballpark of the year, of the decade. So with that, come on, slide in a little bit. Let me bring in Ashley with Fireflies.
Hey y'all, good morning.
We're excited to partner with Fireflies. They've been a great friend of ours, but more importantly, they got a festivities out the wazoo in the next couple of weeks with the start of baseball. So we encourage you to get out. But hey, let's talk about first pitch is next week.
Yep, opening night is Friday, 7 days, official 1 week.
Playing the Augusta Green Jackets.
Yes, Green Jackets. Braves affiliate for all you Braves fans out there.
Come on, let's go root for the Fireflies. But it is, we've got a deal for chamber partners.
Yes, we do. We have a deal for chamber partners. It was in that last email newsletter that went out, and I think it's on their website. $10 ticket, opening night, group for you guys, and then you also get a free Fireflies hat with the ticket as well.
That's awesome. So not only is it a phenomenal park and there's good baseball, but it's also a good place for work and camaraderie. So bring your work teams out, bring your families out, and there's lots to do for kids as well.
Yeah, we have post-game fireworks both Friday and Saturday night. So the only weekend this year with 2 fireworks shows. And then Sunday is our first Sunday fun day. So all the kids can run the bases after the game for free.
Awesome. Can adults do that?
Sure, come on, Sally.
Well, I may try. I don't know if I can do it.
It's okay, you can do that. Yeah.
Okay, good.
You can walk if you need to.
Awesome. Well, thank y'all for hosting us today. Glad to be here and in the visitors locker room. But with that, I'm gonna open it up and see what everybody else has got going on today on this first day of April. Does anybody need coffee? There you go, Jacob. I see you. All right, we don't all speak at once. Do I need to call on somebody?
Hey, Carl.
Hey, Lynn Hutto. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Just want to give out a shout out to the Chamber ladies. We had a wonderful event last night and they did a fantastic job. So just want to shout out to them and say thank you for a job well done.
Awesome. I'm sorry I missed it. It was Power and Heels. Thanks to Kim Wilkerson with Bank of America for being a keynote speaker last night there. But I told the ladies that next year we're going to do beards, bourbon, and beer. They can have Power and Heels, but we'll do, maybe we do the 4B, maybe beards, barbecue, bourbon, and beer. There we go. All right. I like
I'm sold.
Good. All right, what else? By the way, Lynn, thanks for doing it because the staff did a great job. So appreciate that. Anything else we got today? Any pearls of wisdom?
Well, I actually got a little note from the Vista Towers. I usually go down there and I've been there. And they have a little fundraiser that they're doing to support veterans that has PTSD. And that's near and dear to my heart. My husband is a veteran and he has PTSD. So if it's okay, I'll put that flyer on the chamber website. They're only asking $5. And of course, if you want to do more, that would be great. But in return, they will put your logo on their little flyer, right, and put it so all of their community can see your business. So I think that's a great trade-off.
Great, thank you for doing that. Appreciate it. Any other news for everybody? All right, y'all are not chatty Cathy's today.
Hey, Carl.
Yes.
I do have some news.
Hey, good morning.
I'm with the Free Times, and I'm actually sitting in front of
When you sit, you hit the mute button at the same time.
Sorry, mobile Zoom. I'm sitting in front of the Roberts Mills house here. Columbia Food and Wine is this Sunday for the festival finale, and we do have some satellite events happening today for the sold out dinner on the green, and we also have some tickets available for some satellite events tomorrow if y'all are interested. I'll try to post the link in the chat if y'all want to come.
Great, thanks for that, appreciate it. Any other news? All right. Well, listen, programming note, mark your calendars for Tuesday morning, April 5th, 8 a.m. at the Richland County Library. I know Susan put it in the chat box, but we've got Mayor Daniel Rickman and Richland County Chair Overture Walker joining us for a conversation. I really am actually looking forward to this because I think it's going to be great insights for us on how the dynamics are with the new administration and the city working with the county. Again, these are two very influential folks in how we move forward and how our pro-business efforts get enhanced. So we would love to have you. You can register online, and we look forward to seeing as many as y'all that can be there on Tuesday morning. So with that, I hope y'all have a fabulous, it's going to be a beautiful Chamber of Commerce weekend this weekend. So get out and enjoy it. And we look forward to seeing you next Friday. Again, I want to thank Ashley with the Fireflies and for hosting today. And we look forward to seeing y'all real soon. Peace out.